Good afternoon, Mr. Benz.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. How are you today?
Well, not as bad as I was, but I'm still a little bit, hanging there under the weather, I'll say.
But I'm so glad to meet you again. That's your nine sessions, and then I would like you retrace your situation, your story
Yeah,
about depression and anxiety.
yeah. I had a lot of family issues, working two jobs, and wife just gave birth, and a lot of pressures, and that's why I didn't feel as if I was able to be able to make the ends meet for my family and myself, and that's what got me so depressed. And when I couldn't pay the bills, I got very anxious when they were calling me. The insurance, not the insurance, but the mortgage company was calling me to make payments, and that got me so depressed and very anxious because I wanted to be able to pay it, but because I couldn't pay it, that makes me depressed, and I lost some sleep over that. Um, and really, really, I don't know what I could have done without your help in teaching me the best way to kind of refocus my priorities and refocus um, my thoughts, my coping skills and coping mechanisms, so that I can better deal with them and find out what resources out there to help me. Whether it's in talking to the insurance and talking to the mortgage or something like that, but I think that was very important, and also um, in taking the right measures so that it doesn't happen anymore. There are things you can control, and there's things that you cannot control. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, but I see, I understand. But Mr. Joe, uh, your brains is trained to see sign when you focus on the smallest thing. Your focus go, for instance, if your focus is on blue car, you want to buy all all you see is blue car.
Hmm.
But I understand your situation. It was very toughful. But what are your best hopes for coming to this appointment, so this meeting will be helpful for you?
The best hope is this can help me um, jot down some priorities, things that are important to me, and also focus on things that I can look forward for the future. That's my best hope. Um, I hope I can um, bring out the resources that I have in myself. You can help me bring the resources that I have, so that I can deal with the life situation.
Oh, okay, I understand. But tell me about your depressive though and anxiety
Yeah, the depression, like I said, yeah,
now.
the depression's gotten better because I'm able to use some of the technique you showed me. Is that to focus more on things that are priority, and sometimes when you put everything together in the same basket, you cannot see clearly because something that we worry about it may not be a priority. Help me prioritizing, and help me deal with it, and help me also use the resources that I have out there. uh, I know my wife just gave birth, but I never thought that I could use my mother to kind of stay with her at some time, not only in terms of helping her in the house, but also talking to her in terms of decreasing the anxiety she has, and knowing that she was with my mother, that kind of made me a little bit more at ease with everything else, because I know she has somebody to look out for her. Because before that meeting, I wasn't able to use these resources that I have around me, so that I can, and I think that's a great thing. a great thing that you taught me is this being able to use the resources you have in yourself, and also being able to cope with whatever it is, being able to prioritize so that you don't worry about everything in life, because if you don't put things in perspective, everything will get you very depressed. And I was very depressed, and I couldn't sleep. I lost some sleep, and further into the depression I got, I lost my desire.
Yes, I
lost my-
remember. Yes, I remember
yeah,
that. Yeah.
to do things that I used to enjoy in the past, and I kind of did some social withdrawal. I didn't go in to places that I used to go to. I did not go with my friends. I was kind of isolating myself from my friends, staying in my room, not wanting to go anywhere, not even wanting to kind of clean myself, you know. And that got me a lot worried, and until we talked about that one, you tell me to enjoy life again, you tell me again to kind of things to look forward to so that I can have hopes.
Yeah, excuse me, Dr. Benz.
Mhm.
Excuse me. You get help from your mom.
Yes.
No, but before you didn't have.
It's not that she was there, but I was not using her.
Okay,
And
did
then-
you think that help? Do you think mom is helpful for you?
Yes, absolutely. She's
Oh.
very helpful.
Okay.
And you help me into recognizing the resources that I have around me so that I can use them appropriately, and that's very big help to me.
Okay. Have you experienced a week or longer of lower than usual interest in activities that you usually enjoy?
Yes, absolutely, and that's what I said earlier. You know, as I got deep into depression, things that I used to enjoy to like. For instance, I used to play soccer a lot. You know, growing up, that's all I knew, and I didn't do that anymore. I didn't go out with my friends anymore, and I was basically staying in my rooms. And sometimes I didn't want to shave myself. I didn't want to bathe myself. I was very untidy, unclean. It's because that I didn't care anymore.
Okay.
You know? So as I got out of the depression, I kind of now enjoy things that, you know, I used to enjoy before. I'm more social now. I learned how to go out and enjoy myself and enjoy life, and I learn how to enjoy the situation as they present themselves, you know. And that's
Okay.
very important.
That's been. Have you ever experienced an attack of fear, anxiety, or panic during the last 2 months?
Yes, obviously one of the reasons that I was so anxious as I got into the depression, I was now afraid of going out, and every time I go out, and I was afraid of basically meeting other people because I don't want to tell them my story. I didn't want to show them that I was a failure. I didn't want them to see that side of me, and that made me fear. Then the other thing I got anxiety over, like, remember what I said to you, that when I couldn't pay my mortgage, the mortgage company was calling me, and every time I receive a phone calls now, I got a panic attack because I thought it was insurance calling me to collect the money, and
Oh.
I was afraid. Every time the phone rings, I got so anxious.
Okay. Okay, that's good. But have you ever? Okay. Do your feelings of anxiety or depression, discomfort bother others, like family, friends?
Absolutely, and that's one of the first things that my family realizes is
Mhm.
just that they feel as if that I was socially withdrawn, that I
Oh.
was away too long in the room, that I was outside, I was not going out anymore, and that's the reason I kind of search for help, and that's how, because they were able to, they're the first one that saw that change in behavior per se in me, and I was able to kind of listen to them and look out for help.
Well, now family feel better.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Because all they want is that I am able to kind of not only get back to life and get back to my work, and also be able to provide for my family.
Mhm.
And no matter the circumstances, I know that one of the reasons that we having that ability of adaptation is that we can adapt to situations, and I was able to kind of through you and thanks to you that I was able to get this is the ability to adapt, and that's the most important thing that we do have is that we're gonna have some stressful life circumstances. Is this? It doesn't mean that every hope is lost. It doesn't mean that we cannot do better. It doesn't mean that we cannot solve the issue, but it means that we have to use the resources within ourselves and we have to use a defense mechanism so that we can deal with whatever the situation is.
Okay, but tell me, tell me, tell me about your sleeping habits over the past 2 months.
Well,
Have you noticed any changes, difficulty sleeping, restlessness?
mhm.
How about the quality of your sleep? I remember last time, 2 months ago, you have a trouble of sleeping well, but how is it now?
It's a lot better, and thanks to the method that you taught me. Remember that the last time we met, I told you that I could not go to sleep because I would stay in the room for hours, and thinking about things that I went through the day, thinking about what I could have done, thinking about how his life has been mistreating me. What did I get to that point? Those are the ideas that I had, and also the room was not very conducive to sleep as well. So not only did I not fall asleep early enough, but after a couple of hours of falling asleep, about 1 or 2 hours of falling asleep, I would wake up. At night and not being able to go back to sleep. So those really disturb my day because on a daily basis, every day that I would do something, I would sit down, I would do some dozing up, I would do some little sleep here and there. That's not really enough for me. So I use some of the techniques that we talk about. We talk about clearing our minds before you go to sleep. We talk about turning off the TVs before you go to sleep.
But, excuse me, Dr. Benz, and about now you have a good sleep, but and about your appetite, you had eating problem, but now how is it now?
It's better. Not only
Oh, it's better. Good, good.
It's better
Oh,
because what happened also is this. Once I got to enjoy things that I used to do, I got more involved with friends. I got to go out also,
Okay.
and also in the things that I had something to look forward to.
Okay.
So I could not go into depression and not eating, and because of the fact that I had a positive attitude, I have something to look out forward to. So I had to prepare myself to meet the challenges of that thing that I was looking out for, and that was very helpful to me. And the fact that I was able to, slowly and progressively choose things that I like primarily, not things that I don't like, but things that I like, so that I can start up progressively increase my food interest.
Oh, that's
and I
good.
think that's a great thing that we were able to identify.
That's great to hear that. Okay. But how often during the past 2 months have you felt as though your moods or your life were under your control?
Under my control. Well,
Yes.
not under my control or under my control.
Yes, under your
Under
control.
right now I'm able to control them because
Okay.
I think one of
That's
the
great.
most important thing is being able to identify what the stressor is. And not only because at first now I can say that I still have some fear, but not anxiety, because I do fear certain things. I do fear that although I'm paying certain things that I may not be able to, but we're managing, but not totally anxious because I'm afraid of something that I don't even know, and that's very important for me to identify exactly what caused me to be anxious, so I'm able to control it. Once I can identify that, and I'm able to identify it and control it better.
Yes, I'm so happy to hear that about your progression, your goal. That we have set up a goal, and then I see you progress. But tell me about Tell me about how confident you have been feeling in your capabilities recently.
Yes, I'm very confident right now.
Okay.
Especially once I see that the small progress that I made, they produce some fruit. That also brings up my confidence level to the point that once I put my mind into doing something, I can do it because I have previous experience of success. And you know, like I said, I was able to get over the hump, regaining the job, regaining the help that my wife wanted, and getting some better sleep right now. So those results previously have kind of strengthened my confidence moving forward.
Okay, but let's talk about how often you have felt satisfied with yourself over the past 2 months.
Right now, I just learned to be satisfied, to be happy with what life circumstances I
Mhm.
do have. And if I'm not happy with something, I adapt to it and I try to change it. Yes, I learn to be happy with the situation. Yes.
Okay, can you tell me about your hopes and
Oh,
dreams for the future?
oh, my hopes is this. My wife is doing better,
It's been very good.
and
Good that
then I want to see my son grow up to be a nice young man, and that's what I want to do. I want to be a better father.
But what feeling have you had recently about working for those goals?
Well, I just have to work hard every day. I just have to be a better father every day, provide for my family, and be able to be a good provider, and be able to be a good a mental support, a social support to my wife and my family and children and kids.
Okay, discover how supported you feel by others around you, like friends, family,
Yes, yes.
otherwise.
Like I said before, my mother has been very supportive to me because
Yes, your mother is a good support.
she was there with me, and she's the one that kept my wife company during the tough time,
Oh yeah.
and I'm really appreciative
That's
of that.
great.
And also the other family members are the one who helped me through my depressive episode, and they helped me see through it. They helped me recognize the depressive episode that I have, such as the socially withdrawn behaviors and not being able to enjoy things that I used to enjoy in the past, things like that. I think social support is there, and I'm very grateful that I have a family like that. Yes.
Okay, but let us discuss or talk more about how you have been feeling about your relationships recently.
My relationship is getting
But I would
better.
like to make sure if I reframe the question.
That's fine.
Okay.
My relationship is getting better. I trust my whomever my I trust other people. I trust my wife, and we don't have any problem with relationship. I don't mistrust anybody. You know, I did at first get that at first. At the first a month of the episode where I did not trust a lot of people, and that's one of the reasons I didn't go out a lot because I didn't trust them. I thought something bad would have happened to me. Now I learned to trust, and I learned to be friends with other people as well.
Okay. But tell me about any important activities, your activities or projects that you've been involved with recently. How much enjoyment do you get from these?
Absolutely, I go back to soccer again. I go back to going with my friends out again.
Oh, excuse me, you play soccer.
I play soccer.
Oh, that's good.
So
That's your favorite
that's my
favorite
favorite
sport?
activities. Yes.
Or activities, okay.
So again, I get joy doing this activity again, and I look forward to meeting my friends now to go play soccer. I feel good about that.
Okay. How frequently have you been doing things that mean something to you or your life?
Well, right now we try to get time off every so often, every weekend or so, every other weekend I go out, and we do as a family, we do a family outing together, either to a restaurant or either to a gathering, a social gathering with friends, and um, we go to our other brother's house. Sometimes we go eat. We go to different house. I have two brothers and two sisters. We go to different houses, and then we enjoy ourselves that way.
Okay, you remember last time I gave you an homework.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, show me that.
Oh,
Okay.
that's the hand.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, those are the things that I'm gonna keep. Things that are important to me. Family is very important to me, and those are the things that I'm going to lose: anxiety, and I will lose depression. I will lose hopelessness. I will lose a sense of loss. All right.
Okay, that's when you take two pieces of paper and trace one hand
Yes.
and the other on the other paper, and then you write everything you're going to keep
Okay.
for, and then the other hand you let go.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what was different in your life now? No, okay, what was different in your life in the past?
What was different in my life in the past is the
Mhm.
fact that we had a lot of stress. That's what brought about the depression and the anxiety. The fact that I was not able to make ends meet. Those are the things that bothered me a lot, and that was the thing that was different. Now that I'm able to turn the corner, I was able to go and look for another job while my mother was with my wife. So those I was able to turn the corner, and that's why I got another job. I got over the hump, and I'm very happy that I got better.
Okay. How is it different?
Of course, yes, it's different. I'm able to provide. I'm a provider. You know, a young a man. Whenever you're not feeling the sense of being able to provide for a family, that's the worst thing that can happen.
Okay.
But also no despair or no feeling of hopelessness. Just be able to use the resources that are within you, around you, and at your disposal, and be able to prioritize those other things that I was able to do.
Was it helpful?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Okay. Did others notice a difference?
Of course.
And you?
In difference now, if you look today, I don't look as untidy. I shave my hair. I shave my beard. My hair is cut, and before I didn't have a haircut. Now I try to get a haircut every twice a week or something like that, or once a month. Those are the things, the difference. I look neater and care for myself better.
Okay. And then, okay. On a scale of one to 10, how confident are you that you can continue to do what was being helpful for you?
Well,
Show me
about
on
a
the scale.
about a 6.
About a 6. Okay.
About a 6. Yeah.
About a 6. Okay, about a 6. On the same scale, how confident do you think your VIP, very important people, okay, are that you can continue doing what has been helpful for you?
They are about 8.
8. Oh, that's great. What makes the number higher?
It's the social support that they were able to give.
Social support. That's very good. Okay, on the same scale, how has career, home, work, family, life, relationship been?
About 6 or 7.
Or 6 or 7, between
Yes.
6 and 7.
Yes.
That's good. But I hope you reach 10.
That's right.
Okay. Okay. What else do you enjoy?
What else I enjoy?
What else?
I enjoy church. I
Good.
enjoy reading.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Who else is important in your life?
My friends is very important. The pastor is very important. And of course, like I said, my family.
Okay, what else? Okay. And then, okay. But
Sorry.
thank you. I see you change. You wanting through the goal that we have set up. But thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. And then I noticed there's a big change in your life. I think we need some session, 2 sessions more, and then you will be okay. But I can give you some advice, some positive advice. Keep positive. Keep doing exercises, and then having support. Okay, support your family, play and have fun with your children.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Thank
Okay,
you
see
very
you next time. See you next week.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.